Peace to everybody. This is about a 71-year-old grandmother walked miles to donate to cyclone survivors. Zimbabwe's richest man noticed, and as you can see here, here's the 71-year-old woman who had walked miles to do donations to cyclone survivors. A selfless act by a 71-year-old woman has caught the attention of Zimbabwe's richest man, who called the grandmother several mile trek while carrying clothing and household items for cyclone survivors. One of the most remarkable acts of compassion I have ever seen. So this woman really had walked a long ways, and it was caught by the attention of the richest man, who called her several mile trek, and because she wanted to help the cyclone survivors. Plaxides Dillon is being praised in Zimbabwe and beyond after she lugged the aid on foot to the Highlands Presbyterian Church in Har- Harare, when volunteers have been coordinating relief efforts for thousands displaced since Cyclone Idea struck southern Africa in mid-March. So she really has come a long way. She lugged everything on foot and she wasn't giving up at all. And of course, the volunteers have been coordinating relief efforts. The church posted a photo of Dillian with a sack balanced on her head and noted she could not afford a ride from her neighborhood about 6 miles away. So this woman had walked 6 miles to go help the cyclone survivors, and she doesn't have a ride. She don't have a car or anything. So now, and all she could do was walk 6 miles. Now, Zimbabwean billionaire strive Mas Masayanwa has vowed to build Dylan a home wherever she wants in the country. The telecom ex- executive also promised her $1,000 per month for life, he announced in a Facebook post. So now the Zimbabwean billionaire Strive, he wants to build her a home anywhere in the country, and she will get $1,000 per month for life. And that was announced in a Facebook post. What she did is one of the most remarkable acts of compassion I have ever seen. Masaya wrote, excuse the coughing, it's dry air in my house and I can't help it. But anywho, yes, um, this one person was had a remarkable acts of compassion that she ever saw. When this is over, I'm going to find her and invite her to come and see me, if possible. Then I will spend time in prayer with her. Then I will build her a house anywhere she wants in Zimbabwe. It will have solar power and running water, he continued. Oh, so that's nice of him that he gonna build her a house anywhere in Zimbabwe, any place she chooses, and he said that it will have solar power and running water. So that's a good thing that he wants to do for her. Then I will give her a monthly allowance of $1,000 for life. Now that I will definitely take right there. $1,000 for life? Yeah, she could have that for the rest of her life. Diane gave away some of the clothes she sells for a living after she heard the news of the disaster on the radio, she said, according to local news reports. So this woman gave away clothes that she sells for a living, and because she heard the disaster on the radio. I immediately packed the clothes and jackets that I earlier purchased for resale and carried my bag. The following morning, Dillon told Zim Live, Masayewa, whose company is leading local and international relief efforts for thousands of eastern and southern Zimbabwe, said her act of generosity moved him. So yeah, she did a good thing by carrying all this stuff that she wants to give away to the cyclone survivors. And she did, and she the stuff that she purchased earlier was for resale, and it was carried in my bag. She says, and it was efforts to thousands of eastern and southern Zimbabweans. I admire people who are moved to act in a crisis. God bless you if you are moved to act as she did, she wrote. It is not about how much you have. And she is right. It's not about how much you have. It's about what you can do for the people that you can help when they're in a situation and they need help getting on their feet again. There has been an outpouring of support and aid from countries and relief organizations across the world for Idai victims in Zimbabwe, Malawi, and Mozambique, where more than 750 people are estimated to have been killed by the cyclone. So that's really tragic that 750 people were estimated to have been killed by this cyclone. And even an outpouring of support from countries and relief organizations are coming from everywhere around the world. And as you can see here, what it looks like, in the drone video shows Cyclone Ideal's devastation on this country, and it's really sad. The Category 2 storm made landfall after midnight on March 15th in Berea, I don't know, a port city in Mozambique, and submerged villages as it tore inland toward Zimbabwe and Malawi. So it's really terrible that this cyclone had tore right through the cities, and it was a Category 2 storm, or it was villages. I'm sorry, my correction. And it tore inland toward Zimbabwe and Malawi at the same time. In the area where 90% of the city was destroyed, people clung to rooftops as they waited to be rescued. Aid agencies reported a witness described how more than 300 bodies washed up on a flooded stretch of road outside the city. So there was like 300 bodies that washed up on this stretch on outside of the city, and that is a lot of people. I mean, yeah, they're gonna have some people may or may not identify them, but with 300 bodies that washed up on the flooded stretch of road, yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard because there's a lot of cleaning up you got to do, and it's very devastating and it's very sad. And thanks to the people all around the world. Yes, they're helping them as much as they can to get them back up running again. Leave your comments below. I am out.